freely. They tend to move toward problems. Your focus attempts to gain mastery. Your energy is drained away from far from other matters. Through this negative focus. Worst of all, you lose sight of me. A renewed mind is presence focused. Train your mind to seek me in every moment, every situation. Sometimes you can find me in your surroundings, a little bird song, a loved one's smile, golden sunlight. At other times, you must draw inward to find me. I am always present in your spirit. And this was inspired by the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2, and Psalms, chapter 105, verse 4. It's pretty dope. Always an encouraging word for the readers, the hearers, and the doers. May this word be an inspiration and a blessing to those of you. Jesus calling, enjoying peace in his presence by Sarah Young. Happy Monday, happy new week. Get into this article really quick. So people who screenshot everything on their phone and never look at it again usually have these 11 specific personality traits. The hold on people is what I call them. Like, hold on, let me come back to this in a bit. I am one of those people, and this is getting my attention to see what is it about these type of people. Is it something special? Is it something? Many of us are prone to taking screenshots and even memes on our phone, but we never actually come back to them or use them. Of course, they're taking up space and storage, creating visual clutter on our phones. But these screenshots may also be taking up room in our emotional space and minds. Much like people who struggle to let go of objects and form attachments to material things, people prone to digital hoarding may be struggling with the fear of missing out, intense attachments, or perfectionism. If you know someone or are someone, you're likely you likely have some pretty specific personality traits. People who screenshot everything on their phone and never look at it again usually have these 11 specific personality traits. These are the hold on type people and the specific personality traits that they have, 11 specifically in common. They're afraid of missing out, number one. FOMO, a fear of missing out, otherwise known as FOMO, is having information, whether it's trends, a physical invite to a party, or a piece of knowledge that everyone else has. As humans, this desire to be in the loop and feel like we belong is natural and common, but it often manifests itself in expecting ways. People who screenshot everything on their phones and never look at it again usually have these traits. They're yearning for a sense of belonging and afraid of missing out. So deleting something they may need later or out of the loop. Number two, they're impulsive. Whether it's making impulsive decisions or impulsively filling up phone storage with screenshots that seem so important in the moment, people who screenshot everything on their phone and never look at it again may have impulsive personality traits. While the root causes of impulsive behavior are under researched and misunderstood, they catch when someone is seeking identification, holding onto a recipe they plan to make soon. They'll screenshot it for the instant dopamine rush and fleeting sense of accomplishment it provides, even if they never return to it. Number three, they are curious people. Creativity is often naturally linked to intelligence because it encourages people to dive deeper into new interests and learn things about new topics. People who are naturally curious are more likely to try new things, say things on their phones that intrigue them to come back to. That's why it's not surprising that people who screenshot everything and never look at it again usually have these specific personality traits. They're curious enough to screenshot things and think about them in the moment. But it's often impossible for them to make space to come back to all of them. Or they're quick thinkers. Considering that quick thinker and learner tends information over time, it's not surprising that they rarely come back to screenshots. If they screenshotted a picture of someone's outfit for inspiration, they can remember it if it had an impact. The same goes for recipes, text threads, and even passwords. If they took a photo of it, chances are they had already synchronized the information, synthesized. Of course, that's rarely true in shot. So for the most part, quick thinkers is a personality trait of people with this online behavior. 5, they're creative. People who are naturally creative may find more value in strolling through photos on platforms like Pinterest or in other people's channels online because these spaces offer inspiration. By screenshotting random images, they create a vision in their heads, whether it's revolving around style, personal expression, knowledge, information, or food. Their photo albums are murals of everything they're interested in and pull inspiration from, even if they never have time to actually organize and revisit them. 6, they're daydreamers. So far, does any of these resonate with any of you? If so, I would love to know in the comments which one specifically. Bear with me as we get through the list. We're already on 6, which are daydreamers, something that I am as well. People who are emotionally attached to the what ifs are, and therefore creative daydreamers, more prone to screenshotting everything on their phones and never. When it comes to anything from choosing their outfits to updating their LinkedIn job description, these whimsical people often draw inspiration from social media to craft their own goals. While it's impressionable for them to healthy, it's impossible for them to healthily copy every single person or thing they admire on their phones. Screenshotting inspiring images and organizing them healthily can be a perfect way to connect with their future goals and aspirations. They're nostalgic. Never really read this word or say it as much or see it as much, but hey, many people who screen everything on their phone share nostalgia. They want to remember old photos and keep track of their memories, even if they often forget the photos are there and never look at them again. Of course, since nostalgia is a powerful emotion that can affect people both positively and negatively, it's important to be intentional about which photos and memories you keep on your phone, especially considering increased screen time often heightens feelings to an unhealthy level. Taking too many screenshots that brings up unhelpful, nostalgic feelings can be an unhealthy habit. We talk about that a lot too. Healthy habits, mental health. That's the best healthy habit that you will want to be aware of. The thoughts that you entertain, the energy that you engage with. It's very important. Bad mental health can lead to a bad life. Where the mind goes, the attention goes, and energy goes as well. If you don't have any energy for life, it's because you have bad mental health, bad healthy mindset, bad habits, the way that you think, the way that you release energy, the things that you pull from. 8, they're hyper vigilant. People who are hyper vigilant or contentious about their safety. Well-being may be more likely to screenshot everything on their phones, even if they never look at them again. From recipes of online payments to passwords and even text threads, they're prone to covering their digital tracks. While contentious people do tend to live healthier, longer lives, according to a study published in Health Psychology, they could benefit from organizing their photo albums online. Pro-social. That's a word I haven't heard before. If someone is genuinely social, has a large social network, or colors are a mural of all these relationships. When they see something that reminds them of someone, they take a screenshot. They keep photos and posts that they want to show to their friends. They may have even saved events and community gatherings from social media platforms, giving them a chance to be more social. Even if they never remember to share the photos or come back to them, people who screenshot everything are usually pro social, always considering others. And living life for self and others. You can't live with others and you're not considering it. 10. They may feel powerless. Regular daily screen time can lower overall well being and psychological health, according to a study published in Preventative Medicine Reports. So, the more time someone spends on their phone, the more likely they are to develop emotional or mental health concerns, especially if this is of control in their daily routines. Seemingly harmless, unsuspecting things like taking a screenshot can give someone a fleeting sense of power. They try to preserve the feeling of a moment or capture a moment, all for the sake of control, even if it's entirely subconscious. So this could be the worst thing of all. Everything else is enough and up. Be unhealthy and leads to a downward spiral. Ask me, if someone felt misunderstood for their entire life or is struggling to find their people, chances are social media and online routines play a role in helping them feel seen and understood. Whether it's screenshotting a post that makes them feel understood or saving an inspirational quote that gives them hope, people who regularly screenshot and then forget to come back often have these personality traits. Often it's because you can have them all, or you slowly but surely gathering unchecked. It can basically so often, because but anyway, they have these personality traits. They're yearning to feel like they belong and using social media apps or attaching a party. Zadea Slabbert Korn, Slavic Korn is a senior editorial strategist with a bachelor's degree in social relations and policy and gender studies who focus on psychology, relationships, self-help, and human interest theories. I just seen something pretty dope. It was by artists. There was a painting for each month by different artists and what they meant. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's pretty dope though. The one for October was something I never seen before. It was Gania or something like that by Pablo uh, Pascal, Serenity the Best. What up? Pablo art style real quick. I'm gonna just pull him up so y'all can see what month you were born. What? They just published this article as well on February the 8th. And the type of art he do, he was born in the 1800s, the 25th. I just found out all this information about him. Like I don't know all of these artists. I'm gonna pull him up specifically so you can see Pablo um, Picasso. He's a Spanish painter and sculptor. So this is the guy, and let me show you his type of art. October 25th, 1881. Let me make sure that you can see this on the screen real quick. Okay. All right, so and he passed away April 8th, 1973. The painting that I saw was it's called the he only got like two it was kind of strange when I first seen that. I was like, no. Like, hold on, what's going on here? I don't know if y'all familiar with this. Have y'all seen anything like this before? Here's a better one, I think. All right. Let me pull this one up. This was the one for October. Let me see if I can take this off. I probably can't. What do y'all think about this? I like his style of painting, like the other ones that he had. He used geometric type. They say this was about Spanish. That it's kind of freaky to me too, because if you look like right here, it like she kissing this goat. Oh, maybe I'm freaky, but like these some legs. Then he laying down. And then if you look at the bottom, the whole bottom, like dude, where it's too much going on in here. And then over here, then look how he made their nipples. Like dude, I don't know. Like it's a freak. He got too much stuff going on. Then you got the newspaper in the back. I don't even know what this stuff say. We need a magnifying glass to check it out. Like a bunch of ones. So I was like, he got the let me go back. He come in the door. He got the lamp on. They got the lamp right here. It's a lot of stuff going on in this piece. But check out, let me show y'all what he got though. Like what really blew my mind when I seen his work, I was like, wow, he got some nice stuff. Dude, he changed the game. And this was because of an article or whatnot. I'm like, all right, let me see what they got for October. And I was like, wow, dude, tweaking. He one of them people, son, because he got too much going on. And he went to a prestige school at 13 years old. He was way better than his art teacher. This just a little backdrop, a little history of dude or whatnot. Pablo Pascal. I mean, I forgot how to say his name. No disrespect though. Picasso, yeah. Talking about like this is the dude, like man, like this, this, like I mean, this stuff dope. But he went to one of those elite schools It was at 13 years old. Let me show y'all the school he went to real quick. The building itself, it was like um so he from mm, hold on, wait, what was that? This is him in one of his paintings. The school is so prestige. So they gonna show it right here. That was just him. So the way that my research, I go like that. So basically, all right, he went to the Bella Arts. This is the building right there. Look at this building. I know a little bit Spanish, so I don't have to translate it, but I don't know a lot. Un poco, just a little. Y hablo un poco español. All right, so check this out. This is the building. You should see inside this one too. Well, no, they ain't. They showing our painting. Have y'all ever seen any of these? Of course, you've seen this one before, right? This was one of the ones they said was for like April. I'm like, that was kind of wild. Then they was like some freaky people, right? Like, can y'all see this? Yeah, like look at that. She's sitting there like, what's going on? Then they got this skeleton right here. He's sitting in the corner. This stuff kind of weird, huh? I mean, art is art. It's kind of weird, dog. She like the man. I don't know why they're not showing the school. Inside the school look really nice though. Like the this ain't the this is a different building because the one that I seen was like from the 1500. But they all was like alumni. Going back to like the 1700. That's what I was talking about. So yeah, these are earlier artists that went to that same school, like Hannes Mulat. He was German. A lot of them came to uh, what was that? Brazil? Yeah, Giuseppe. I know you heard of this guy before. He was Italian as well. Giovanni, Juanes, and Caro, Peter Calais. They make stuff like this. This is Peter Calais. He's a Dutch painter from the Golden Age. You got Francesco Battagoli. I know you guys have seen this piece before. Pompo Battani. Italian. A lot of these are Italian, and then some of them come from the surrounding areas, like Jacqueline Sorolla. to Giovanni. You guys have seen this before, very popular. They all inspired each other, like Picasso and these guys who these everybody I was just naming off and a few I was showing, they all came before Picasso. These are people who inspired his style of art, and he was the one who invented the geometric style art, and also it's called blue blue wave, red. Like it's pretty dope. So he the one created this type of art called red wave, blue wave. Let me show you his stuff. The red wave, the blue wave. Like this right here is a mix of both. Let me show you real quick. This, like he'll make paintings like this. They usually be in um, like blue coloring and then red coloring. This is a mix of both. Like you'll see the ones with the red waves, the blue. This one a blue wave. Like dude, and he mixed two different styles together. He the one did the geometrics. Like you can see, this is so. To me, I love it. Like it's dope. Like look what type of stuff he came up with. Like this right here is the blue wave. This is the geometric style. Geometric blue wave. Now these the red waves. And look at this. Now this is dope. Like you could probably get one of these for like 700. This not one of the popular ones. This make me finna go paint some stuff like this. That's dope though. Like when you think about playing cards, like influence their style of cards, where they got the jokers, the kings, queens be looking like that. Some led me down this path. I like reading articles and different little stuff, but I ain't think I'd be inspired by the past like this. Some stuff be like, these people be involved with a lot of weird stuff, and I don't want to be opening doors to all that type of stuff. Really nothing sinister about it. But at least as far as my intentions, like I got a lot of pieces like this, and they kind of speak to me like this. Not like this, but just as far as like you don't know what it is. It could be whatever you want it to be, right? Like this picture literally can be twisted sideways and be something else. To me, it looked like um, it looked like somebody sitting with their hands like this, Indian style, out, like in a abyss. It's kind of dope though, like somebody sitting down Indian style, just reflecting on their shadow self, because there's not much there. Like when you see like they illuminated from the inside out. Their chakras opening up and clearing. They have light. It don't look mad or happy. Gray is void of emotion, as you can see. There's a void there in the eyes, in the background, elevating. This is like a pyramid. Energy rises through. A lot of this stuff is symbolic, but at the end of the day, like it's saying a lot without saying a lot. You got balance here at the bottom. You got the plates to stand on. One plate supporting the other. It's void of any death or any like depth. Deep. It's not weighed heavy. It's kind of dope. And then if you look at it a different way, like, oh, this is not a person, you can say these are the scales of life for this half, and then this is the upper scales, the upper hand on this half. I'm not sure what to make here. It look like a telephone. You'll have the earpiece, the mouthpiece, and then the action button right here. Hang up, or call it down. Call on your higher self. This is dope. I like this picture. It says a lot. It looks sinister too, but and then look at this, like some scribbles, right? Well, it look like a lot. Like I ain't gonna say nothing else. You already know what I'm thinking about. But this look like a happy person. Two eyes, the mouth. It like a little 2-year-old may have drew this, but it's pretty dope. They got the little, I don't know, but beauty is the eye of the beholder. Like, damn, I ain't even show y'all the other one, did I? Yeah, yeah. Man, I love art. Like, you'll think somebody won't like this, but you'll be dead wrong. This was made in 1963 by Picasso. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at this age, 63, he was down there like 40 some years old, drawing pictures like this. Because he was born in 1818. I'm gonna go back and check, but I know it was like the early 18. Born 1881. So yeah, he was up there in age around this time. And you'll think like he's sitting in the house drawing stuff like this. Like, it's simple, real simple, but dope. It's timeless. Like, he has a lantern in his hand. And this is what I was thinking about too. Like, as far as what he keep drawing, he's saying a lot without saying a lot. He's carrying a torch. He's like, in a way, this new style, this new wave that he came out with. He's trying to say a lot without really saying a lot. You can see these sixes, 666. He got this, and then I don't know what this say. It look like an eye. He got an eye right here, an eyeball, and then another eye, which is the lamp illuminating. Like, they be kind of secretive with this stuff, but they telling you right here. You'll think like, oh, this is something simple, but it's really a lot. It's dope too, though. At the end of the day, it ain't. It got significance to it. Like, it's subliminal as heck, but he really smart, as you can see. Like, he letting you know what it is without really saying what it is. Way back in the 60s, they taught this man at a young early age how to use signs and symbols to speak to the people. He been doing recruited him, brought him to the prestige school with the other guys that showed you guys about. Hey, and they was all prestige guys as well. They got similar art, but theirs is not as advanced as this, and theirs is not more colorful. Like, he brought more colors in his stuff, but he still used the black and white imagery, just like the greats did. They never fall from. They never stray too far away from the basics, like Giovanni. As you can see, he is Giovanni. And he was like in 1636, so this was 200 years prior to Pablo Piscata. I keep forgetting his name. Uh, Picasso. Pablo Ruiz Picasso from Brazil. The city of Magla. Bolani real quick so you can see stuff. They all pretty dope. They all went to the same school too. That's really what I was trying to show y'all. Like what they was teaching them in that school, the how to use signs and symbols. These are Picasso's. I just lost it. I think it was this one. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Probably was this one. Yeah, I know how to get back to my research. That's the thing. But I don't feel like holding y'all up for me to do my thing. All I gotta do, what I did, I went to the school that he went to, which is this is it. That was just it. That's the church. So yeah, I gotta go back to the school. They all know the same stuff. They all taught them the same stuff. What up, Fanny Angel? What up? Aesthetic Skies Forever. That's pretty dope. Like how you switched it up. That's a long ass name too, though, dog. I almost didn't read that shit. Like what? Aesthetic Skies Forever. And then Serenity, the base. You trolling folks. You gonna have to get the fuck on. I don't know what you want, but I ain't feeling your energy, so you can fade away. But yeah, that's dope though. Aesthetic Skies Forever. You want some weird ish too. What y'all think about this art though? Are you familiar with them? Are you a creative person? What do you think about this article I just read? Does this apply to any of you guys? I got a lot of projects on my phone, and I'm like, damn, I'm debating on whether I want to delete some screenshots myself or not. So yeah, that's what stuck out to me about that article because I'm like, this is me. I am him, the guy who screenshots a lot of things and never really go back to it. Even screen recording. Like I got a club making videos now as a digital marketer, digital marketing. I've been doing this for a year and some months. Check out this video real quick. So me and him, I drew these pictures.
Personal Journey Overcoming Anxiety. Anxiety weighing heavy? Lighten the load with our support. This course set me on the path to success. Don't wait. Begin your journey today. Comment.
That shit cold, ain't I turned myself to a cartoon and everything. You'd think it's just some cartoon video shit, but those pictures that I drew and turned into digital art, actually being creative and what to create and how to create it. You could be just as creative as AI if you learn how to use your mind and teach AI what to create for you. I ain't saying that I use it as AI, but people love to hate because they don't know how to use their mind and think for themselves. And it really only take a few minutes to like settle down and just start thinking about some stuff. That's how God did. Sat there was like, thought came what it is today. Then God started speaking things into existence. A lot of people they don't even think about what they think about. They just be like, oh, I could speak. Just be out here drifting. Wherever the wind blows, whatever thought comes, whatever just pop up in life, right? Like they say, wherever the wind blows you. And then this where the term comes from. Like I won't abandon my boat. We're gonna sail. Passionate they are, goal oriented, assertive, not even assertive but assured. People who out here making things happen and they're not abandoning the ship because they want to see it go through. Meaning these people are passionate about the things they doing. Like even when it's going wrong, they're not finna give it up because it's not in their favor anymore. That's what it's like with digital marketing too. You'll hop in this and be like, "Oh, I made a video. Everybody now they watch it, and it don't have the same effect the next week." And now all of a sudden you abandon the ship. It's not about the quick success. It's about being anchored in your direction. When the wind blows you off course a little bit, which is the distractions and the naysayers and the problems, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit you're gonna go through. Trying to get to where you're trying to go. When you set out to do something, it should be a for sure for sure goal. Like I'm gonna hop on my sightseeing. No, we're finna go somewhere. We're on a mission. We need to be prepared to go on this mission. Meaning we're gonna have the mental health right. We're not going to take on any negative thoughts. We're going to take on any negative experiences like, oh, I've tried this before, I failed. You know, these are the things that hold you back, keep you anchored in your position and not allow you to pick up and go and move forward. Because the marathon continues, right? Like, just, share what I just shared with y'all because life is about going for it. Everything I read was about how to get motivation, how to be inspired. But at the end of the day, it's about trusting in yourself, because you could easily lose motivation. You could even lose inspiration, but you got to constantly fill your cup. That's why I was playing about that um, rice cup theory because it's important to fill your cup with negativity and or neglect. So it's not a oh I'll do this now or later. It's a if you're not doing it, if you're not aware, you're affecting yourself either way it go. So what the rice theory was this in case you missed out. This is to show how powerful words are, the words that you speak, even to yourself and or others, and how powerful thoughts are. Whether you're speaking the thoughts that you think, whether you're just entertaining these thoughts quietly or not, whatever, right? What happens is this: you will have three cups. One cup you can think about love, think about hate, and just think about neglect. I'm not going to even think about love or hate. I'm going to leave that cup blank. And what you would do is you would label those cups: love, hate, nothing. And in another way, right? You can speak to it. You can speak inside this cup hate, speak inside this cup love. No speak inside that one neglect. Once you pour the rice inside each three, best label which one is which. Leave it at that. As time go by, you will start to see the cup that has love thoughts in it. That cup is still fresh to eat out of. The cup that has hate in it will start to mold within a few days. You will see it's just day after day decaying the rock. And the cup that has nothing in it to neglect, it is molding as well, but not as bad as the cup that has hate in it. So that is the power of words, the power of thought, and what you choose to entertain and hold on to, and what it does to you internally. Just like the water that we have inside of us, fools and so forth and so on. When you hold on to these type of words or this type of energy, this is what you're doing to yourself. That's why it's so hard to go for certain things in life because depending on how much you have to filter yourself out to clean yourself out to be able to hold on to good things. This is what it is, what it's gonna have to be. Like those paintings I was showing you, the shadow self, you gotta work on those things until you're balanced again with self and you can know how to move forward and let go of certain things. And all of a sudden cleaning your cup, right? Cleaning your vessel. But yeah, that's what it's all about, though. It's symbolical as we want to be. Symbolical as it can be. It is what it is, right? Signs and symbols for the conscious mind, and for a way to people to grasp these things in life. This is the way that I interpret it as I do commentary on certain things that we view and see or whatnot. Just you can see, understand the mindset of me, how I view life, how I view things, and the reason why. But that was a pretty dope article, though. I think procrastinate, but in reality, they have certain personality traits that has them in certain loops. Whether that loop be they feel a part of something, they feel happy, they feel organized. As you seen, there was different categories to those different personality traits. And as we got down to the bottom, those were more low vibrational personality traits that keeps you in a bad loop, was pretty much unhealthy as far as the things that you're paying attention when you're strolling and screenshotting. If this thing is something that's like with the top few, right? They make you feel good, they make you feel organized, they make you feel a part of something. Those things can be good in a way. And then when it gets to your comparison yourself, screenshotting, you want this, you're in the desire mode, but you're not going to actually go for those things. That's when it can become a bad thing. And the personality trait with that is you're fulfilling yourself external instead of internal, which external can fulfill you. Like I was saying, you can lose inspiration, which is the things that you fill yourself up with to be inspired and to go find motivation and keep you inspired, right? Certain things are internal, meaning it comes from within, and certain things you get from without of yourself. So that was about the personality traits. If you're one of those type of people you don't know, if you're doing that and it's starting to become a bad thing, these are some things to up what you're doing so it don't become a bad thing at the time. You become addicted to, another bad habit. Our habits are what we entertain for the majority of the time. Subconsciously, we don't even think about it. It's just second nature that we run to with certain things, whether it be strolling and screenshotting and stuff like that, right? So I advocate for mental health awareness because it's important to guard your mind and not be on route on repeated habits, right? Automatically doing things that you don't want to do because you're stuck in a loop from different habits that keep you desiring certain things subconsciously or unconsciously. You just, so we spend a little time with me. We spend a little time thinking about what we think about and the direction that is leading us to. If not to direction that we desire, this is what it's about. It's being about being accountable because we're not perfect. We do fail. We do fall. It's a lot of things call for your attention. It's a lot of things going to happen in life. You can't know it all, no matter how prepared you are, how planned out you are. It's just life, right? Things might not always go your way. And that doesn't mean that you're a failure or you're on the wrong path. It just means that you have to adjust, which isn't always easy. But it's about being uncomfortable as well, which isn't easy as well. It's not easy either. Trying to life is so fast, right? We get so busy. We have so many obligations and agreements. We don't really have a moment to reflect on the changes that we go through in life. And it's important to slow it down. Take a day, take a moment, take a minute to make sure that you're all right mentally. Things are bothering you. It's important to slow down before moving forward and not just to carry on with chaos. Compete, move fast. If you're not moving, you're not in motion. you know, I'm not gonna sit here and Like I don't know what the world influence is like, how peers entice, and different little things. You know what people focus on. That doesn't mean that that's my priority to focus on certain things. I like to be in aware and a loop like those ones in the world that I live in. To be aware, right, of different deceptions, whether it's coming through fashion, whether it's coming through agriculture, the different foods, the recipes they want you to try. You know, you have to be mindful of that as well. Like, why is they continuously push certain foods rather than other foods? Why is it hard to reproduce certain foods and different things like that? You know, it's just something I think of. The things that I like aren't widely available, so I learned to adjust, to go without, to figure out how to replace, get different things right. As far as my diet, different things is my stress relief. Certain things I partake in, activities that I do as far as, like I say, stress relief, but the seasons that permit those activities. It's pretty cold. I paint outdoors, or at least in an area where um, it's pretty wide, where I could air it out, you know, or I could the fumes, not even fumes, but whatever it is in the oil paint, because it's pretty strong, and you would need a mask with that. So I don't do that throughout the winter as much, but it's something I enjoy doing, painting. And of course, right, you don't want your stuff freezing up, right? You're processing a picture. um, just different stuff. Gardening, I love gardening. It's a mental health activity a lot. Just got done writing some little sticky notes for this new project I'm embarking on with the village. So yeah, I use little sticky notes and stuff. So I write a lot, you know, like it's important. It helps me remember things. Now this, yeah, I'm just making sure it's in order. But a lot of stuff you hear me talking about, like this is exactly what I do. You're probably like, oh, there's a lot of good suggestions. No, this is exactly what I do. And I show y'all from time to time so you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I say a lot of stuff, right? But I do a lot of stuff as well. I know about. I'm figuring it out. I share with y'all because more than likely I already been on whatever they're talking about. I basically what they call um pre-theoried it. But instead of me having to do it and figure it out, right? I found somebody who just did what I was thinking about. Like if I'm thinking about if I create a lighter this way, will it try this out? And then I could stumble across a video with somebody like, hey, check this out. I just tried this with that and it came out this way. And I'm like, well, damn, you know, I don't have to do it now because somebody has beat me to it. I don't have to even compete with them. But now, you know, I was on the right track. My test theory came out pretty cool and positive, even though I didn't have to partake in a actual physical experiment, you know. So that's why I be doing stuff like that too, because I be those be positive affirmations, letting me know throughout my day, like, yeah, even though it don't look like you on the right path, it don't look like stuff unfolding the way that it should. It don't look like nothing working out for you, you know. And then those are times where you can feel inadequate, where you like I'm trying and stuff. Not like I say, it don't look like it's working out. It don't look like it should look like, or like you would think it would look like. But at the end of the day, certain stuff like that, it'd be like, well, it don't matter what it look like. Just know gave you the thought, been moving on the thought. Now you got to see that everything is everything. The moments you got inspired that it is working out, and the moments where you was just like, should I test theory this? Is this too wild of a thought to even, pursue? So all of these things just guide me and let me know they be assuring me like everything don't have to look like what you think it'll look like. It don't have to be what you think it'll be, but just know what it is powerful, and what it is transformative, and in a transforming process you will never really know until afterwards looking back. And it's no special moment, whereas this is, like Katy Perry, this is the moment, this is the bright lights. It's like, no, you go through it and you don't even realize like, hey, I just transformed into a new habit, a new creature, a better me, a new champion. And you just be looking back like, I didn't think that I would make it past those moments, because it wasn't no grand gesture, it wasn't no spectacular thing. It's just time and time again me continuously going and going and knowing like things are changing, and look like anything, I don't have to feel like anything. It just shows what it is over time. That's what it's been like with my journey in digital marketing. Looking back over time, looking back at my data, giving myself time to collect data, like for a whole year long. I was like, wow, um, I'm seeing what was working, I'm seeing what wasn't working. But in those moments, I don't know, because I didn't do anything. I'm just scared to post a video. I'm scared to try a new video and stuff like that, right? Like those moments didn't hold me back. I just kept going and going and going. And now actually we're moving forward next year, and this is what I can do different. Like, as a child, I could look back and learn from my mistakes. Being uncomfortable throughout the whole time, not knowing how it's going to turn out. Because I got some pretty good work too. I'm pretty proud of some of my projects. Some of my projects I'm still test theorying, like I was saying. Like I don't know which way to go with it. I don't know. And that's all right. But you don't know how to fail. Give yourself chances to fail, to figure out, hey, that was the right way. You was just scared. Now I know being scared was the wrong way. Or I know whatever, right? I don't know. That's a part of growing. It's a part of figuring out. It's a part of using your mind. It's just being scared and going for it. Like the marathon continues, you're gonna fail along the way, and the failure is not final. It's just process and it's progress. And it's piece of different. I really wish I could find this the page that I had, but I don't know. Oh yeah, here it is. It's on Giovanni. But what I'm gonna do even better, because he came from Naples, Kingdom of Naples. Um, I'm gonna find it on my phone and then put it in the video, because it's really dope, and I want y'all to see what months that different artists have painted and what they have for y'all. Well, peace and blessings, channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe to become a member. Also, if you're looking for passive income, even passive income ideas, join my email list. I have master resell right products to digital marketing, multiple streams of income, earn while you learn, pay as you grow programs. There are e-courses, step by step, that teaches you how to start and launch your own online business, launch the profit in 7 days. Live mentorship, you meet twice a week for mindset and also for tech skills. Learn how to put videos together to sell your digital products, and the digital products are courses that teaches you how to set up your own online business. Passive income is the key. And also, I've created my own digital products. I have over 200 product ideas. If you guys don't have any niche or anything that you want to do, you don't know, you're not sure, I have product ideas. So no worries about that. Over 200 product ideas available in my course. Products, programs, and services are available and the blueprint how you could get started on your journey to making money today. Again, join my email list down below for that blueprint copy and to get the newsletter and what we got going on with Team Angie. I have a blog post that I post every Tuesdays and Thursday. Talks with Angie.blogpost.com. That's in the newsletter as well. So you can receive that. Look out for 2 emails from Team Angie. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. Peace and blessings from Team Angie and become a member.